Welcome back to the Noon Show. Do you have what it takes to serve and protect the citizens of South Bend? There's an event coming up next week that will put your skills to the test. Joining us now to tell us about Prospect Days, Officer Chris Brady with the South Bend PD. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
I have to ask, how difficult is Prospect Days?
It's a long day, but it's worth it. So we were able to take 3/4 of our hiring process and streamline it, condense it, and organize it to get 3/4 of that process done in one day.
So think about it, folks. If you're talking about, oh, you want to do this, but you realize that it would be broken down into several different steps for you, and maybe you have a different job right now, or it's just not good with your family commitment, you say this is going to make it easier and quicker for all involved, right?
Absolutely. So if you're traveling, for instance, or you just have a very busy schedule, but you've always wanted to apply but haven't quite had the time or don't want to travel back and forth, this eliminates that obstacle. So you can come in, knock out 3/4 of the testing in one day.
Wow. Folks, we're going to take a look at some pictures and videos from Prospect Days in the past, and you get a lot of people who sign up for this. This is what I'm amazed. You see a crowd there.
Absolutely. It's been very beneficial for us. We get quite a bit of interest.
Good candidates?
Good candidates, of course.
And you got to be in shape, folks. I mean, look at this. You got to know how to do a good sit-up, some push-ups as well. How rigorous is this?
So the standards that we use for our physical agility test are based on the entrance standards that the Academy requires.
Wow.
So that way, you pass that, you know that if you are hired and you go to the Academy, you can pass that entrance exam on day one.
Oh, wow. So you might as well set that bar high and keep it going for South Bend recruits. All right, we've got some video, I believe. One of our reporters actually went through this process. Right here's Alex, and he's a former reporter here at WNDU, and he timed himself running. He had to do some push-ups, and you could see he was a little scared there. But what would you say is one of the hardest things about the agility part?
Meeting the standards, I would say. Most people, I don't want to say most people, but when sometimes people fail or maybe they don't meet the requirements, it's because they don't start their prep soon enough.
Yeah.
So, and the Academy has very strict protocol violations. So if maybe if you move your hands once you start the push-ups, or you're not coming all the way up on the sit-ups, that particular rep doesn't count.
Oh.
So if the minimum standard is 21 and maybe you can only do 21 and you have a few reps that don't count, then you can see how that would be quite hard to overcome.
Okay, he's sucking wind on that right there when he was running back. But what I think is great is that you have other Prospect Days. So your Prospect Day is coming up on Saturday, April 26th. That's
Correct.
1 week and 1 day. But if people want to look ahead and say, okay, now I'm interested, do I have a chance this summer to maybe get in shape, start doing those push-ups now, and get into a rhythm where you're in shape? When would be the next one?
So we've been running about 2 a year. So
Okay.
We'll probably look to run another one maybe in the fall.
Okay,
or maybe
fall.
fall, early winter.
So maybe you've got all summer then to get in shape. But again, April 26th, at least check into it. Is that what you're saying? You're fully staffed now at South Bend PD, but you're always looking for the next great recruit, right?
We're in a good place staffing-wise, but we are always looking for individuals of high moral character who want to serve the city and the community of South Bend.
I couldn't think of any bigger honor, really. You guys do so much, guys and gals. And for that matter, women, yes, please check into this. You're always looking for women and other minorities that may be interested in this very job.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much, Officer Brady, for all that you do for the city, but also for joining us today and talking about Prospect Days.
Very welcome. Thanks for having me.
We're going to remind everybody it's all taking place. Now, the applications are due April 21st, so that's Monday. Get moving on that. But the one-day testing event is all taking place on April the 26th, next Saturday. So you've got all of that to look forward to. Good luck to all of the applicants. You know, check back with us and let us know how it goes, okay?
I will.
All right. Thank you for your time today, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll be back with much more right after this.